Hey everyone, Demon Knight here, and I'm back with the OFG playthrough and the pre-sequel here. And as you can probably see here, I slightly changed my loadout a bit because I keep forgetting that I'm still using this kill skill slash glitch build with sponsored by and marginal benefit. And I really should be using more glitch weapons, I think. And I'm also going to use this Malivan splitter right here because a Malivan cryo weapon is excellent for this build, so I can put the element onto other guns here, for example the Siberian shotgun or the Star laser rifle. And I'm not too sure what to put in the fourth slot, so I just went with the slapper because it's not a bad weapon, and I'm also using a grenade os kit. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna continue here. And speaking of builds, I kind of want to do a few more build videos on my channel. For example, this glitch slash kill skill build I got going right here. I want to showcase that with perfect loadout and all, and maybe even a download link. And yeah, in general, make more build videos. Also in Borderlands 2 for Exton and other characters, and really just go into more detail with them because I did do build videos in the past before, with and without commentary, but they're not really that detailed. So yeah, I want to make more of that. And yeah, we're just gonna continue doing side quests here. But in the last episode I also talked about that I wanna do more playthroughs after this, and yeah, in general I want to get some more diversity in my content on my channel. Some other things I've been really wanting to do for a long time now are videos about the storyline of Borderlands, um, which really I haven't done any videos about that, and maybe you didn't know, but I'm all about the storyline of Borderlands. In my opinion, the storyline of Borderlands is just great. Some people might disagree with me, and I can see why, but I just love the storyline of Borderlands. So I definitely want to do videos about that, and I did do something in the past, but it wasn't really about the storyline, it was about my Steam group, which is or which features threads about the storyline of Borderlands. So um yeah, I pretty much didn't really do anything about that on my channel before. If you guys want to check out my Steam group, that would be pretty cool. There's a link to my Steam group under all of my videos. So you can just go in the description of this video and click on the link, and it will lead you to my Steam group. And if you want to, you can just join it and read through some of the stuff I wrote there. I wrote a lot about the storyline of Borderlands and Borderlands 3 there. Well, what are my opinions on it and all that stuff. So you can check that out if you want to. But yeah, enough about that. We have to kill some earworm thing here. And I did do this quest once before, I think. Alright, we should get him now, yeah. This pistol is doing a pretty good job at killing him. Oh wow, we are exactly stuck at 0 bullets left, so I can just do that. Or I can't, that's brilliant. Okay, and we have to kill him again, that's just great. After this, we could, or I could also do the ego trap mission if it decides to not glitch out again and actually gives me some markers on my minimap. That would be awesome. And maybe I'm going to make this the last part of this OFG playthrough. We'll see, but it's probably going to be the last part. Because I kinda wanna make this playthrough longer, because the two other playthroughs I did on my channel both had 16 parts, I believe. And I kinda wanna reach 16 parts with this, but I think even if I would do all the side quests in this DLC, I wouldn't reach 16 parts, because there just isn't enough to do, and I could do some, I don't know, challenges or something. But I think that's just boring to watch, so I'm not going to do that. So yeah, this may be the last part. If not, it's going to be the second last part for sure. And there we go, my weapon finally decided to reload. Just wasted all of my grenade ammo. Alright, there we go. Definitely getting a lot of moonstones here. So that should be up there. What did I just pick up? Yeah, in general, I think I should sell some stuff here. I really don't need all of that. So let's kill the earworm for the third time now. Alright, this is doing a lot of damage. Oh, he dropped a legendary. Cool. Cryo longest yard. The longest yard is a pretty cool weapon, but cryo isn't really what I wanted. But perhaps I'm still going to use it because it's just a great weapon. I think it has the most amount of critical hit damage on any weapon besides things like the Lady Fist, but the Lady Fist isn't officially in the game. And actually, what's this side quest right here? Yeah, let's do that, I guess. So I guess I could put the longest yard here just to try it out. Who would build this tower in the first place? Okay, bunch of grenades. Alright. Okay, so okay, I guess. We'll just move on here. So yeah, ego trap, that or that. So let's just finish this mission first. Oh yeah, I can sell all my stuff now. So I won't be using that because Mali 1 is just better. I won't be using that or that or that. Nope, nope. Don't need skins. Um, am I supposed to hear that here? Yeah, I guess we'll keep that. Okay, pull. And guess what the song left us? Oh, it's actually not the earworm. Yay! Alright, so let's see if the ego trap mission works, I suppose. And might as well open this chest. But we didn't get anything. I won't be checking all the vendors, I suppose. Not really worth it, and it's not really that I need that much, because it's not like I'm having any issues killing stuff. So I probably just ignored some free legendaries, but whatever. And of course I don't have any markers, I just noticed. And I'm really not sure, am I just too stupid to not realize what to do with this quest, or is it simply bugged? Because I'm pretty sure there are supposed to be markers for this mission. Okay, this laser's not doing too much to him. I'm also not entirely sure why I'm even killing them. So what's the last quest here? Okay, where is that? Alright, so I need to go there. Nope. I actually can't go there. So let's see. Do I really have to go all the way around there? Maybe I can go over there. Oh wow. Does that jump pad... holy shit, get me up there. Does that jump pad lead me to there? I think you can jump up here. No it doesn't. Alright, so I guess I'll have to go all the way around. Can I go there from here? Yeah, I can, okay. I guess I could also open these two chests while I'm there. Okay. What the fuck? That badass. Alright, okay. Thank you. Okay, don't need that. Does the chest open again, or is it just open forever now? Might as well check that out. I know it won't have the legendary in it again, but perhaps it just turns into a regular chest, but of course it doesn't. Where the hell are those even coming from? So last time I found out that you can't jump over there, so I'm going to rocket jump over there. Alright. My birds are doing some weird stuff in the background, so I hope you can't hear that. Okay. Okay, didn't know this quest was that short. So, how long have I been recording? 18 minutes. I really don't want to end it this shortly. So, what's up with this quest? Maybe no, I don't want to look at my achievements. Maybe save and quit will do something. Probably not. Nope, of course not. Alright, I'm going to make a shortcut and Google this. So, be right back. Alright, I'm back, so this definitely is a bug. I just looked it up and several people are having this problem. But what's kind of weird, I did complete this quest before in UVHM. So I'm not entirely sure why this is a thing, but there should be one of those trophies right here, and there isn't, so yeah, this is just kind of bugged for me. For whatever reason, so since that is the last quest I could do, theoretically there is another quest after this one, but since this is bugged, I can't do that. So what I thought I'm going to do is just doing the Mutator arena again. So we'll have to travel to the subconscious. Um, didn't want to do that. I hope that didn't mess up the recording. I just save and quit to save some time. Alright. and also unequip that. And yeah, after that I think I'm just going to end the playthrough here. So this was 13 parts and not 16 like the other ones. So I guess it's not because this DLC is shorter than the DLCs from Borderlands 2. Um, it's just because TPS is a lot easier than Borderlands 2 on highest difficulty. Because really this isn't UVHM we're playing here, this is slightly more difficult TVHM. Which I really hate about this game. Because the balancing, or not the balancing, the scaling in the pre-sequel is a lot better than in Borderlands 2. Because there are a lot of skills in Borderlands 2 which just don't scale good. For example, Cloud Kill is probably the um, most known skill which just doesn't scale at all, as it seems. And there are skills like this in the pre-sequel as well, but they actually still deal damage in UVHM on the highest level. Holy shit, these guys really are really good at putting me into fight for your life. And I just wish this game had the same difficulty as Borderlands 2, because that would make it so much better. And I also wish Borderlands 2 had the same scaling as this game. Because the scaling in Borderlands 2 just is ridiculous, especially on overpowered levels. Dots are just dots on yourself are just instant fight for your life most of the time, and dots on enemies, as you probably know, don't really do anything unless you're going for a full damage over time build on Maya or Gage or Creek. While in this game, dots aren't anything spectacular, but they still work, as well as other skills. And that's just really great about this game, but what isn't very great about this game is that it's just so easy. And really, Borderlands 2 isn't hard. They just increase the health of enemies and decrease your damage, and don't let your your health scale for all powered levels, which isn't really increasing the difficulty because the idiotic AI of enemies still stays the same. It's just kinda an artificial higher difficulty, I guess you could say. So yeah, I really don't think Borderlands 2 is that difficult. And people who claim that UVHM or overpowered levels aren't doable unless you're playing the Gunzerker and all that bullshit, just really, all you have to do is get the right gear, use a not crappy build, and it doesn't have to be a perfect build with perfect gear, really. Things will still work out. You can even use white weapons in OP8. I have plenty videos of me using white weapons or non-unique weapons. So really, Borderlands 2 isn't too difficult in my opinion. Of course, I had a lot of discussions on YouTube and in general with people whether if Borderlands 2 is too difficult or not. And people say that I actually don't want to call myself that, but people say that I'm one of the better Borderlands 2 players. And oh wow, I almost didn't make that. And you know, even though I don't like to call myself that, I guess it's kind of true because I have over 3,000 hours in this game. I pretty much know everything about Exton and more stuff about all the other classes. Um, I literally spent hours just sitting there looking at skills and items and testing them in several different ways. Did a lot of speed kills, and enough of bragging here. People say that if you know a game that well, of course it's going to be easy. But even when I was new to the game and was still getting used to overpowered levels and all that, I didn't think it was too easy. I thought it was a challenge and it was a lot of fun to go through the Digistruct peak. Um, I think back then I kinda abused a glitch to get the overpowered levels a bit faster, so maybe that doesn't count, but still I had fun playing on OP8 even when I was fairly new to the game and all that. It just was a challenge, and I really think that's what makes a game great, is that you just can't mindlessly run through it without having to do anything. That's also the main reason why I dislike the Gunzerker, because he pretty much is like that. Of course there are ways to not play him like that, but it's just the fact that you can do that and most people will do that with him. But Salvador is an entirely different topic here. So let's do this again. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say I really don't think Borderlands 2 is that difficult. So we're going with the highest difficulty here. That is pretty difficult. I did that before a lot of times, but of course with perfect builds and characters in general. What is this? I want something that gives me a chest. I think this is one of the better chests. Yeah, okay, why not, I guess. I hope this is one of the better chests. Let's just go with a red chest on this, I suppose. So that's a black chest too. That as well. That's a red chest. But I'm not really using lasers too much, only this one. So what else? That's a purple chest. I really have no idea what chest will throw out what kind of loot. I think this is a glitch weapon, glitch chest, because it has a glitch effect. But no idea what that is. So, Torque. I suppose I could switch that out to this. Do other manufacturers get decreased damage? Nope. Now let's try it, I guess. Alright, so higher or lower gravity and torque. Alright, here we go. So this should be a lot of fun. What I also wanted to say about the difficulty is that, in my opinion, of course the game should still be doable. Oh wow, okay, this is actually a higher damage resistant than I had in mind. But what I wanted to say is that if you fail a few times on something because it's too difficult, I actually find that is good game design, because it makes you try harder. Of course it should still be manageable and not the hardest thing in the world, but just kind of a challenge which may take you more than just one try. Yeah, I really like that about games. Okay, Torque definitely is doing a lot more damage here. So I'll just ignore my other weapon, I suppose, my Hyperion shotgun. this already was wave 1, so let's see how 2 and 3 will turn out to be. How difficult, I should say. This magazine size isn't really that great. I suppose that's because of the Blood-Off grip. Not sure if that actually decreases magazine size, but it surely doesn't increase magazine size. Okay, I'm jumping really high here. But I guess that just makes for great butt slams. In situations like this, I really wish I had a class mod which boosts marginal benefit, because it is kinda annoying to have to throw all of your grenades just to reload your weapon. Okay, I definitely need my action skill for this. Okay, this is bad. That was close. But we'll try again. So this is what I mean. Of course, this also is an artificial improval of difficulty. It's just me taking more damage and the enemies taking less damage, not actual better AI or something. But it still is a challenge. Yeah, let's just go with the same things, but buy some ammo. Alright, there we go. Do I have anything else of torque? Nope, don't think so. Maybe there's something here. Should I? I can't even afford that. Let's sell this. Oh, okay, fuck it. So let's do this again. Of course, if this is going to take too long here, I'm just going to lower the difficulty or make a cut to the point where I actually made it. Make it. Oh, I forgot to activate it. But I'm enjoying stuff like this. Really, you can fail this because you don't activate it. That's just stupid. Alright, so let's do this again. Alright. So far, so good. What I really like about having two elements on your gun is that if you have those adaptive viruses, they will actually adapt to your secondary element and not your primary one, which makes them pretty easy to kill. This is a pretty bad situation actually. I should probably be a bit more careful about this. Yeah, see that? He adapted to the cryo damage and not... Okay, I guess he can't adapt to explosive damage, but if I was using a corrosive shock or fire weapon, he would still be adapting to the cryo damage, which is really cool. Actually, I'm not dealing cryo damage. Oh, no, I'm still dealing cryo damage. Okay, so without my action skill, I may want to stay back here a little bit, and my birds start to sing. That's just great. I'm not sure if that's too loud in the recording. You will definitely hear that, but I hope it's not too loud. Kind of thinking about making a cut here and just continue recording when they calm down. I'm also not sure if that actually annoys anyone, so I'm sorry if it does. I guess I'm just going to continue here. It's not too bad. I mean, who doesn't like birds singing? Okay, this is bad again. Oh, thanks, leadership. Okay, this badass is causing some trouble, and we got another flying badass here, which I really dislike. If we could freeze him, that wouldn't be too much of a problem. Especially if we could freeze him while he's not over the map, but somewhere else. I guess also the combination of explosive damage and cryo damage isn't the best against a shield. Okay, I start to lose my action skill here. I just knew it. Okay, everyone is a badass here. Bullets. Any bullets coming out of my weapon? No? Okay. um, not sure what that was. I've been recording for pretty long here. But I'll just continue. Might as well make the last part a bit longer. Actually, do I want to go with Torque? Because they're not really my greatest weapons here. Alright, so I'll give this one more try. Do I have anything more defensive? I guess I have this, but I could use this. Oh, that's right. All the time I was throwing my grenade, thinking it was a transfusion when it just was a area effect grenade. So that's probably not the best way to go at things. So maybe that cryo will do some work. That transfusion. And perhaps on badasses I should just use my Maliwan laser to freeze them. Alright, so we have one here. Okay. Yeah, definitely not dealing too much damage to him, so that's where the level 9 difficulty is really noticeable. Right, so that's the last one from wave 1. So I guess let's stay back here for a little bit, wait for my action skill. Just so I will be a bit more tankier. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I definitely have to watch out for more flying badasses. Like this one. Okay, so let's actually... Oh, of course. What the fuck. Yeah, that was just brilliant. If anything could stay still, that would be just great. And I failed again, yay! I gotta remember use my transfusion. Fuck it, I'll just do this again. Because I want to. But let's see, what else do we actually have here in terms of glitch chests? Okay, that's the only glitch chest. So maybe go with a chest like this. And then a glitch chest here if there's one. It's a normal chest. I guess those black chests are purple chests, where only purples will come out. That's actually not that great because I'm going to regenerate health with this. And I actually don't have any shield boosts. But I guess that will also make my transfusion heal me up way better. So we'll try that. And we're going to have some bird singing in the background. Of course, I forgot to activate it again. And then I can actually also use this. Oh, well, maybe that's not too great. Yeah, let's just... I'm not too sure. We'll see how it turns out. What the fuck am I doing? There we go.
Let's get this meow started.
Right, so I have 6k, 6.4k health. That sure isn't a lot. Reload, there we go. Yeah, that's where you can see my health just instantly got health gated and went full again because of the transfusion. Ouch. Oh wow, this is really a difficult enemy right there, some clickbait. Alright, so I don't have my action skill, so I must stay back a little bit. I shouldn't be using iron sights, or sights in general here. Just remembered. So I have to shoot like this. Okay, we should be able to kill this without the action skill. I kinda wanna save him, save the action skill for the harder enemies. So I'm going to try to last as long as I can without it. I should be able to get up again without it, from this midget, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got a badass, so let's use that. That's not the badass. Okay, so if I could freeze him, that would be just brilliant. Okay, there we go. Not dealing too much damage to him. I really hope that actually doesn't annoy anyone. And I also hope we won't be having any more of those badasses, those flying badasses. Because this guy is causing some trouble. Okay, he's still shooting me while frozen. Alright. So, I may just lower the difficulty slightly. So let's put it on maybe 7. We actually get... I wanna kinda see if we get the same chests still. Yeah, I think we will always have the same chests. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I guess only the chance of actually good loot being in there will increase. So we'll try 7. And I could make 2 episodes from this, I suppose. And let's don't go with shields. So fuck glitch weapons. Let's see what else do we actually have here. Oh, let's say normal chest. What's this? State of vacuum. Well, it's a normal chest, so let's don't go with that. What's this? Yeah, that's higher jumping. And what else do we have here? That's lasers and a normal chest. What's that? Shotguns, laser spitters, and melee attacks. So I have this shotgun, but no spitters. I could use that shotgun too as well. Maybe. Wouldn't be too ammo efficient. No, let's don't go with that. Okay, so that's everything. And what's that? Critical hit damage with pistols. I'm not too sure if I will be hitting a lot of crits with a torque pistol. I guess we'll just go with torque again, that seemed to work out the best. And buy some health. Alright, so wave 1 isn't the hardest here, definitely. Nice, he's frozen. But that doesn't seem too different from level 9 difficulty so far. Things still are one-shot health gating me. Okay, so let's recall that. Okay, this transfusion, there it shows that it's a white transfusion, I guess. It doesn't heal for too much. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's use that. The problem is going to be, I guess, that I will run out of action skill time before this wave actually ends. Right, nice. So wave 2 definitely has a lot more badasses. Alright. But I guess you can already see that it's not level 9 difficulty just by the fact that I'm killing them a bit faster. Alright, so let's recall this. So that wasn't too bad. That's all green loot, I don't want that. Oh no. Okay, so don't want him to explode next to me because that's definitely. Oh. Alright, that's definitely a one-shot health gate. Oh no, don't explode, alright. Okay, enemies sure are throwing a lot of grenades right now. So far wave 3 is easier than wave 2. But I guess it's going to be a lot longer. And the badasses are yet to come. Yeah, there are some badasses. But it's good that I saved my action skill for those. Okay, definitely want them to be frozen. Okay, I might need my action skill by now. I can get up again without it. But I definitely have to go out of there. Did my transfusion trails just despawn right before they actually went to me? That sucks. Okay, those actually might be the last two enemies, so I can call out my action skill now. Come on, freeze. There we go. Oh, no, they weren't.
That's gotta meow.
Alright, that was it. So, yeah, level 7 difficulty definitely is a lot easier than level 9 difficulty, and level 9 difficulty is also not really that hard. I'm just not having the best gear for it. But I like this arena. I should actually play this more. And we didn't get any legendaries. What's that? Well, I actually can't go nearer to that to see what it is. Alright. Don't want that. It's all pretty much garbage. That is pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Oh wait, was it rubberized? Of course it's rubberized. But I guess I won't need it anyway, because that's pretty much the end of this playthrough here. So how long have I been recording? 38 minutes just with this, and another probably 20 minutes. So this is definitely a long episode. I guess that's a good way to finish it off. Or should I cut that into 2 episodes? No, I just will. I'll just make one episode out of it, because um, I always want to start off an episode by actually saying hello to you guys and all that. So anyway, that was the OFG playthrough, mostly with Mr. J, but the end here was with me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and as I also asked you in the last part, let me know what kind of playthroughs you want to see next. In terms of challenge playthroughs, because playthroughs where I have to level up, I'm not really a fan of that, as I said. So more of OFG and all that. So yeah, if you haven't watched the last episode, you should probably watch that just to see what I mean. So yeah, you can write a comment about that, and yeah, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough as much as I did. It definitely wasn't quite as fun as a Borderlands 2 OFG playthrough, just because it's a lot easier. Pretty much after the first couple chests we already had decent enough gear, while in Borderlands 2 greens and whites really aren't decent. Uh, yeah, I'll leave a link to the whole playlist. Actually, I leave a link to the whole playlist in all of these parts, but there's a whole OFG playlist in the description below with the first 2 OFG playthroughs, so you can check those out. They weren't with commentary, but they were in Borderlands 2. The first one was the Scarlet DLC with Axton. The second one was the um, Tiny Tina DLC with Maya, and Jay also is in the second OFG playthrough and partly in the first one, so yeah, you can check that out. And again, thank you guys for watching. See ya. Oh, before I end this, I actually want to show you all of my gear. So yeah, that's all of my gear here, my spec and no bar. So now, see ya guys.